Hello. The game is Once Human. It's been a while since I made a video, and Once Human's going to come out with a new scenario. It's a deviation secure scenario. It's coming out next week. I think it's like the 31st or the 1st or something like that. I'm going to play it. I haven't really been playing Once Human a lot. Been playing other games. But I want to jump in Once Human, and it just made me realize this, because it's like a Power World crossover, might be a lot of new players coming in, and one of the things new players don't know about, confuses them, is how to get gear and how to use this little treasure trove wish machine. Real quick, there's two ways of using it. Make a wish is kind of like RNG kind of gambling, and then the blueprint shop is buying blueprints. So what are blueprints? I got to kind of cover the basics here. So what are blueprints? Jeez, I forget even how to get to them. Blueprints. So these are your blueprints, right? So you can see I got a lot of these all the way leveled up, through my time playing. Over time, you get enough of these blueprints to level them up. But at first, you'll just need access to them. This is a blueprint to make an outer space, right? So in order to craft this outer space, which is a nice little submachine gun and has power, you need the blueprint. You need to unlock the blueprint. Then as you go forward and get more blueprints, see how it has 1 star right here out of this many? And what is it, 6? It becomes more powerful, right? So this one is 3 stars, kind of powerful. This one's almost maxed. So I think one of my favorite ones is my Bullseye. I love this one. This was the first one I maxed. Sniper rifle build. So basically, what you're trying to do is unlock something like this, right? You want a weapon. This is a Bullseye, right? So 70% chance of triggering a bullseye upon hitting a weak spot. If I remember correctly in the build, it's been a while since I played this game, headshots are considered weak shots as well. Anyway, then you want matching armor. So you need armor blueprints. Armor is your helmet, your mask, your body, your chest, your gloves, and your shoes. I don't remember the build off the top of my head. I think it's Huntsman. Yeah, so Huntsman boots, which I need to level up more. I only got them 3-starred. I use them all the time. It's like the only armor I have leveled up, because I really didn't really care about armor. Anyway, trigger the bullseye effect. You get the next 1 bullet will count as a weak. Oh, yeah, so you hit anywhere on a target, it counts as weak spot, does plus 30 damage. And then there's other things that match that in here. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. I think these work well with weak spot. If I remember correctly, I think these kind of work well. I forget the builds, but basically, you want to get these effects. You see how it's like reload speed, weak spot damage. If you have 3-piece set, 4-piece set. Sometimes you want to go all the way to a 4-piece set, meaning you have to have 4 out of the 6 pieces. So you can have like a 4 and a 2-piece. Sometimes you want to do 3 and 3. Just depends on the build, but you're going to want to use armors. These little rainbow glares on the corner, these are like key armor. It says right there, key armors. So these are the ones with the very special effects. These are the armors that drive special things to happen. And it's not just boots. Like there's key armors in things. So these might not be part of the set. So the reality is you might have a 4-piece and then 1, because you're going to need the key set. So it might be a 4-piece and 1. You might have a 3-piece and 2, right? Because you always got to have that key set and then 5 other pieces. So it's a weapon. 5 pieces of armor and a key set is what makes a build. What's all this got to do with the wish machine? In order to unlock these things, you don't get these at all. You'll get some purple stuff when you're running through the thing. Like one of the easy builds to get going, or one of the good builds to get going, is the Icy Rain. This is one of my favorite things when I first got started. You can find this in the map as you level up. I think it's like around level 40 you can grab this. But you can create a build where you can shoot this unlimited. It's just like brrr. It automatically reloads as you shoot it, and every time it creates a frosty vortex, it heals you. So you just sit there and it's so tanky. Now, it doesn't do super huge damage. It does like medium damage. When you're first starting off, you're going to feel like an overpowered beast if you run an Icy Rain build that heals you, has unlimited ammo. But the reality is when you start getting into these other builds, you know, you start using like Doombringer and all these, you know, other crazy, Corrosion was crazy. That build was nuts. And you start using other things, you'll realize they're just so powerful. And then you can rank them up to tier 6 as well as you play the game for like a year, you know, whatever, 2 years, you start ranking these things up. What was the weapon? Oh, the boots. Let me see if I can rank them up, because I do use snipers a lot. Let me see if I can show you what that means to rank it up. I'm trying not to make this a long video. So to rank these up, you got to get fragments. So I have 16 fragments, and I don't have enough. Now, if you see, it says double power, so 480 XP times 2. So when you use the correct fragment, the old Huntsman Boots frags, it gives you twice as much as if you just use this random thing. Now, this is a scout set. So if I have all my scouts already leveled up, I can use these and burn them. But it doesn't give me times 2. So you always want to try to use the thing that's for the thing. You know what I mean? And then my advice would be, don't burn these until you have your scout sets all the way leveled up, because they're times 2 for scouts. But once you have them all leveled up, burn them on something else. You know what I mean? So I know this is a little weird and complex and hard to follow along, but this is the basics of gear, how to level it up, how to get better stars. What's all this got to do with everything? Well, as you level up, you get Star Crom, right? You get this just by playing the game. You get XP for doing like everything now. It used to be certain things. Now you get this Star Crom, right? For just doing these. You can get tons of them. I don't even know how much it is. There's 12,000. Each one of these are 6,000. Each one of these are 600. So, you know, as you go through the ranks, this is like, it's a month. So I forget what the total is. Star Crom is the currency that you use to buy blueprints. So you can find some blueprints out in the thing, like the Icy Rain and armor and stuff like that. But to get the good stuff, you're going to have to go in here into the shop, hit G for blueprint shop. We'll go there first. In here, you can buy the blueprints for Star Crom. Now, 8,000 Star Crom is a lot when you get started. My advice to you is watch some videos, find a build that looks cool. Be aware of some of these guys that make these build videos. They got maxed out T6. They got maxed out everything. They're eating foods that make their stuff. So you got to really watch them. They can be a little tricky trying to make it seem like their build is the coolest thing for clicks. You want to find a build that you don't really need to add a lot to it. You don't need to make all kinds of special food. You don't need tier 6 because you're not going to have any of that when you get started out. I highly recommend the, well, I don't know if things have changed, but I like the Bullseye. Where is it at? The sniper gun. Oh, I can see it in here. Anyway, look online. There's videos. There's build guides. Figure out one that you think you might like. It might be this Jaws has unstable bomber. That was very popular for a while. Again, it's been a while since I played. Find one you want. The first thing you should buy is the weapon. The weapon's going to help you. A no build one of these weapons is going to be better than any of the other weapons you find, pretty much. So buy that. Your first 8,000 is what I would recommend. Then, next thing you're going to want to buy is the key part to it, whatever it is. So these are only going to sell like... These are all your key parts. These are all your key armors. You can see I only own 3 of them, right? So 3 builds I was running. What was that one? Oh, I think that one, I don't know what that one went with. Bullseye, Power Surge. I think I was running some more stuff than that. But anyway, you're going to want to buy your key part next. So that's another 8,000. That's 16,000. Then you're going to fill in the just normal armor parts that will support it, but these are only 3,000 each, so you're going to need 5 of these. Depending on what the key part is, you're going to need to fill in the other pieces. So 5 times 3, 15, so it's 8,000, 8,000, 15,000. That's what you need for your first set. That's a lot. That's a lot when you first come in. So you're going to be working on building that. So do a little bit of research online, find out a build that you like, get it going. If you like that build and you think you can play that build through a scenario or two, you're fine with it. I would just keep that and then move on to gambling. If you don't like that build, you think it sucks, it's not fun to play, go ahead and buy a second one. Get another 8.8.15 up and buy a second build and try that. I wouldn't keep buying the builds though, because eventually you're going to want to spend your money on this. So hit F to make a wish, and you have these things in here. Now, what are these? This one, so each of these are limited time ones. You only get to play on once. This one you can spend your star crom over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is what I did when I first played. I didn't even realize what I was doing. What you want to do is click on these special ones, is the ones you don't want to miss. Find, if you got 10k star crom and you already got a decent build going, or before you buy everything, check what they have in here. And outer space, you can get that outer space for 10k. So for an extra 2k, you're going to get that outer space right here. It's going to unlock for you. You're going to get some extra fragments for it. You're also going to get other stuff in here, right? So you're going to get all these other fragments for free for 2k more than if you just bought the weapon. So what you can do, if you're not sure what build, or you don't care what build, come into your Make-A-Wish, look at the limited times, look up this weapon, look up those pants, look up the weapons. I would suggest going with the weapons first, getting the weapons. Look down here, what's the jackpots? You're going to get a hammerhead. Maybe it's a nice offhand weapon for this. You're going to get these two, right? So look at them and see if there's a build that whatever is offering now that has these, because then you can just get right into the gambling and get a weapon for 10k, your first 10k. So let me show you. It's not really gambling. It's like preset, right? So when you play this, it says hit and spend 500 star crom to win. When I first started playing this, I played like 6 of them, blew all my star crom. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't come back to it again. What you want to do is play it all the way through. Each one of these is a hit. Add all these up, 500 times each one, it's 10,000 star crom. So when you hit play, expect to just spend, it'll be 10,000 every time. There's no skill to this. You can close your eyes and sit there and whack until you hit one. You can, click on them perfectly. There's no skill to this. You're spending 500 per little whack-a-mole thing that comes up. So let me just get into it and show you real quick, because this video is kind of long enough as it is. So what I'm going to do is just whack these guys. And every time I hit one, I get something. And it costs me 500 star crom. Now, it doesn't matter. I can sit here and do this. There's no star crom. See my star crom? Boom. 500 disappeared from it. It's only when you hit them. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to be good. These A's, B's, and C's are like the reward class. You see up here where it says S? I already won that. I'll get 3 A's. I'll get 4 B's. And I'll get 12 C's. You get all of these, no matter what you do. So it doesn't matter. You can literally close your eyes and just click the button. None of it matters. Like, what matters is if I stopped right here, I wouldn't, or potentially I wouldn't get the big reward, right? I'm going to miss out on my 3 A tier rewards. So you want to just kind of, you can work at it, right? So if you only got 5,000 starter crom, you can blow 5,000 and come back later when you get 5,000. You can continue it. It doesn't stop. Like, you can exit out of it, claim reward and exit. I'm pretty sure. I hope I don't mess this up. It was like that anyway. There's my rewards that I got. I got the good one and a few little ones. Here's the thing down there, confirm. But as you can see, I could come back to it. It's not disappeared, right? So I can come back and I'll continue where I left off. So if you only have, you could do it in pieces, but you have to commit to spending the full 10k is my advice. So let's finish the rest of it. Got another piece. I always try to hit them when that pops up. It makes it hard to hit them. So now I got all the pieces. There's no RNG to it. It's just spending the money. That's it. So that's what confuses a lot of people. So I got all my S's, my A's, my B's, my C's confirmed, right? So I got all this stuff. Done. I try to play it again. I can't play it. It's gone. Now this one, you got to be careful. You can blow this one over and over and over again, but it's not a guaranteed. You don't know what you're going to get. So this one's okay if you really don't care. I never play this one. I just wait for these to come up. And I buy them all. I just buy them out. I make enough Starcrom that I just do these 3 and I'm done. I wait for the next ones to pop up. I don't know how. I forget. It's like one a week, one every other week. I don't know how often they pop up. But I just go ahead and I buy these. That's all I do now because I don't, like, I got enough Starcrom. If I want to make a build, I just buy the pieces that I'm missing. This fills in all the rest. The duplicates, as you can see, it says I'm getting fragments because I have most of this stuff all unlocked already, so I'm just getting fragments. You already have those blueprints converted to fragments. Those fragments are the things I showed you that you use to level up. So this isn't just unlocking recipes. This is giving you the fuel to get tier 6 armor, tier 6 weapons, and stuff like that. That's all this is doing. It's just a fancy, confusing way of doing it. That's it. That's all the stuff I won. There you go. So I got all those fragments. Nothing was unlocked. I already had all this stuff, right? Go back. I'm going to knock this one out real quick. Just might as well do it while the video is running. Not trying to waste your time. Let's see if I can get it perfect. That's the game I play with myself. I always try to get it perfect, and then when that screen pops up, it makes it hard to see and hard to click. Sometimes your clicks don't register, but I still try to get it perfect. It's very hard. The screen didn't pop up yet. What the heck? Now it pops up. Okay, so I only got one great thing. So sometimes you're guaranteed this one, but as you see, like in the beginning on the other one, some popped up. So you can get extra, like, fragments for it. So, all right, I needed some Northern Pike frags. I still got to level that up a little bit. All right. And that's it. You can see your history, I think. How do you see your history in this thing? That one? Ah, there we go. So it tells you what everything is, your chances of what all they are, what you're going to get if you read in here. Here's my history if you want to see all the stuff I did. 56 freaking pages. It only shows in the last 6 months, too. So it's like all the stuff. Here, I'll put it on the video just for... Bought a lot of stuff, haven't I? So... Blast top. Yeah, so I don't think this was the first one, so it only keeps the last 6 months. Anyway, so that was a lot because this game's really, the way it's set up is really weird and confusing. Just all the menus and everything can get really wonky. So what you just need to know, look up the builds, find something you think you're gonna like, watch the guides. Be wary, those guys are clickbaity as hell. They don't tell you all the details. They don't tell you that their stuff's all tier 6 armor and guns, and that's why they can do 200 billion trillion damage, and then you make your build and you're like, hey, I'm only doing 50 or 60k damage. But let me tell you this, any build, even a bad one, is like when you got a full build working together, it's going to be better than just putting random armor together, like 10-fold power increase. It's like night and day difference. Even like that icy weapon, you get a decent build, it's going to be like 3, 5, 6 times the power of that build. It's ridiculous. So that's how you get big and strong in this game. Find yourself a build on the build guides. There's websites out there that have them. Just remember you need a key item, 5 pieces of armor that match your build and gives it some benefits, and the weapon that matches the key armor. That's it. That's the simplicity to it. There's more stuff. Mods. These things are important, right? So like, but these are generic. You pick these up as you play the game and do stuff. But they'll do like a little bit elemental damage boost if you have an elemental build, stuff like that. So mods are pretty important. But the thing that you spend your Starcrom on, which is this video, is this little guy. Oh, you make this. You got to buy the blueprint in game. I can't do it in here because I'm not in the realm. I'm in my little Eternal Land thing. But you basically build this in the game. You unlock it in your mimetics, and then you build it. If you go around, if you don't have it unlocked yet, you can go around to people's houses and just use theirs. But that's it. So when you have a build or two that you like, stop spending in the shop and just start doing the Make-A-Wishes. That's my advice. If you want to keep spending in a shop, that's fine. It's just very costly. 10K for getting all that stuff, or 8K for unlocking one thing. This is targeted, right? You want that nice weapon right there. You don't. It's not on the Make-A-Wish, but you want that build. You want that Jaws. Boom, buy it. It's targeted. Boom, you need the thing that goes with the Jaws. 8K. Here's your key piece. Buy it. You know, you need your 5 pieces of armor. That's going to be 15K that supports your build. Buy it. You're done. You got a functional build that's going to be more powerful than any starter builds that you're going to find or loot. Just use that, earn your star crom, and then do the Make-A-Wish as it came up. And if you get, like me, if you're sitting here and you got an extra, what I used to do is I'd always keep 20 or 40K on me in case there was a build or two that popped up that I wanted to just buy because I didn't have it. So I wouldn't even spend my star crom until it got to like 50K. Once it got to 50K, I would blow it on a wish. But I would always keep reserve like 20 or 40K just because that would let me buy whatever thing I wanted to try out, you know. So, but as of now, I just buy that stuff to get fragments and unlock anything I don't have so I can go in and try to level up my blueprints. That is the game. Did I get any Jaws on that run? Not enough to level it up. I got something on that run. I can't remember what it was now. Any shotguns? Probably should just remember what the heck I even bought. Not enough to level it up. Anyway, hopefully that was kind of easy to understand. It's like trying to reduce the complexity of this. They make it this whole game they make it way over more complex than it has to be. But that's it. Overall, it's a pretty fun game. As far as the cash shop, I would recommend don't spend your money. Don't get sucked in on their cash shops. Very expensive. Not worth it in my opinion. You can get cosmetics like this without paying for it, for the most part, or paying very little for it. So, just keep that in mind, and hope you enjoy the game, and hopefully I'll see you in a week. I'll be playing it. If you see Foobar in chat, give me a hey, what's up? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.